Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
What's going on? So thank you for coming back to my channel, and thank you for sticking around while I show you guys exactly how to go ahead and file for your LLC. And I'm gonna actually throw some other little nuggets in here as well, but this video will mainly focus on LLC. But when we get to the page, you'll see what I'm talking about. You pretty much do everything through the Secretary of State. So what we're gonna do when you're trying to form your LLC or whatever you want to do, like a S corp, whatever. When you're trying to form this domestic entity, you're going to go to your Secretary of State. So I'm in Alabama, so I'll go to Alabama Secretary of State. If you're in Georgia, wherever you are, you pull up that Secretary of State. And you can just do a basic Google search like I've done here on any device, any browser. And yeah, so we're going to click on Alabama Secretary of State. We could just go ahead and hit LLC, but I want to show you the full steps. Okay, so we're going to click here. All right. And then it's going to bring you to this home page, and on no matter which site you go to, like I'm on Alabama's Secretary of State website. If you go to Georgia, it's always going to be business services. All right, so you can search for it, in the search bar, but it's here, and I know it's here. But if you don't know, you can just search, and then in the search button put in business services. We're gonna tap here. All right, and then these are some of the services, UCC filing, UCC record search. We're not searching for anything. We're actually trying to get the form so that we can form our actual business LLC, right? So you got business forms, business entity, business document copies, certificate of existence, name reservation. That's one right there. So before you even do form your LLC, you already will need to have your name reserved. So you cannot try to create an LLC and have without a business name. So before you get this LLC, you got to have your business name, and that name has to be reserved for you. So you need to go ahead and reserve your name, and it's good for a year. Let me say that your name is good forever, but when you reserve it, you pay a certain amount. Okay, you're gonna pay like $20-something for Alabama, $29 to reserve it until you actually go ahead and get it formed. If you don't get it formed within a year, that name is going to be released so somebody else can use it if it were to be chosen. What are the odds of them picking the same name you chose? All right, but it happens. So right here, you're going to click, I'm going to go back, click domestic formation, and then it'll just bring up like some forms right here. We're not going to create an account. We're just going to continue to application. Like I say, I've already done this, so you just simply follow these steps. Key in your name, phone number, fax number is optional, your email, you're going to confirm it, and then after that, you'll hit continue. But let me go back. I'm going to go back, okay, all the way back. I'm going out. So if I were to click on LLCs, this is what the page would look like. It's going to bring you here. It'll tell you the fees. There's no need to pay anyone over $500 to do this when you could do it yourself. This is actually the total cost right here. The Secretary of State, you're going to pay them $200, okay, to get this thing filed. You could take it down to the court yourself, file it, and literally in a few moments you're going to be walking out with your own LLC papers, okay, guys? So this is going to be domestic. It's not going to be foreign. Well, if yours is foreign, whatever yours is. But in this case, if it's domestic, you're going to go ahead and do domestic, and so forth. So the name reservation, let me take you here. I guess I will go ahead and show you while I have you here. So if you were to do like name reservations for a domestic entity, it'll bring up like a PDF form. Let's go back here. Before you try to create a business, you got to have the name. That's going to be like one of the hardest things. Well, for me, was thinking of a name. So I click on name reservation, and you're simply reserving your name. What name do you want your business to be? Think of a name. When you think of it, go ahead, pay to have it reserved. And then that's holding your name, so no one else can come up and try to steal that name, because it'll show that it's already currently taken. All right, and then once you reserve it, you can go ahead and file to have your LLC, and I am going to show you how those forms look. Let me go back here. Let me just go out. We're gonna go to LLC and we're gonna pull up those downloads here. Here we go. Okay. So this is how it looks. So when you get this form here, it's just showing you step by step what has to be done. First of all, you definitely want to read this because it cannot be in ink. All right, and it cannot be emailed. All right, so make sure you read this. So it says information must be typed or filing will be returned without review. Type this in and print it off. It cannot be wrote in with an ink pen or a pencil, or it's going to be returned. All right, so make sure you read this. It's very simple. Listen, if I can do it, you can as well. It just takes a little time. It doesn't take long at all. You just got to read. Okay, you're going to key in all of these fields, these required fields. You're going to definitely sign it, do your e-signature. But this is basically the form up here. Okay, and then it tells you again in bold, this form must be typed and will not be accepted via email. It gives the local address for people in Alabama or Alabamians. All right, and of course, number 1 says the name of the limited liability company must contain the words limited liability company or the abbreviation LLC or L.L.C or LLC. All right, it's just simply telling you what it needs. So number 2, remember I told you you got to have your name reserved before you can even do this. So it is asking for proof. They will ask for a copy of the name reservation certificate from the online Office of Secretary of State. That has to be attached with this. So when I went to the court, I had to have my reservation printed out as well as these forms here printed out. You're going to have a certain form of payment as well. It will tell you check, money order, credit card payment in the amount of $200 or whatever your local state desires. After you fill out those required forms, make sure you scroll to the bottom to check any necessary options. You're going to sign it, you're going to date it and print it. You're going to take it to your court, and what you'll do is you will reach out to the local office and just let them know you're trying to get the LLC. They'll lead you to the correct office to file, and you'll be on your way. So guys, for more videos like this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and hit the bell for post notifications. I want you to stay safe and stay trust in Christ, and until next time.